Sunderland are negotiating for Barcelona midfielder Marc Casado, according to Mundo Deportivo citing The Guardian, with Barcelona valuing him somewhere between 30 and 40 million euros. That valuation is the whole story, because it sits at a level where there is no resale margin left for the buyer to find. Think about what a price like that does to the shape of a deal. Buy a young midfielder cheaply, improve him, sell him on in 3 years, and the club banks the difference. At 30 to 40 million euros, reported as a range rather than an agreed fee, that difference has already been taken by the club selling him. And Sunderland would be paying for a player who has to be good immediately, rather than one who becomes good later. The details the source offers all point to a club in a hurry to bank it. Casado is not training with the rest of the squad. He has not been assigned a squad number, his old number 17 having gone to a new signing. Barcelona want the money to fund a centre-forward. Every one of those is reported, not announced, and the difference matters. The obvious reading is that a player pushed out of a squad and left without a number is a player available cheaply. That reading collapses on the second half of the story. Casado has options, and the source names them. Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United, Aston Villa and Birmingham City are all described as interested. And Saudi clubs were reportedly ready to offer him much better wages before he decided he wanted to stay at a high level in Europe. A player with that many doors open does not need to take the first offer. Neither does the club selling him. What nobody has published is the shape of the deal. Whether that 30 to 40 million is guaranteed money or a headline number carrying add-ons and installments. And I am not going to invent a structure to make the figure sound better or worse than it is. In England, a fee is almost never one payment. Until somebody reports the terms, the range is all we have. The wording is negotiating rather than linked, which is a genuine step up, but it still travels through one outlet quoting another. Treat it as reported and stop there. What that price does inside the building is the thing that gets least attention. A midfielder bought for 30 to 40 million euros starts. He does not spend the autumn settling. He does not take his turn in the rotation. He goes straight into the side. And the central midfielders already at the Stadium of Light lose the minutes they thought were coming. For a club that has sold young players a route to first-team football, that is a real internal cost, paid in dressing room credibility rather than in cash. My read is that this only makes sense if the head coach has looked at his central midfield and found something specific missing. A profile nobody in the squad supplies, because paying a Barcelona price for a player who improves the squad in general terms is money spent to make an average slightly better. There is a version of this where the fee is fine. If Casado plays 60 matches across 2 competitions and holds the middle of the pitch together, nobody will care what he cost. Barcelona have a few days of the window left and a centre-forward to fund. Their valuation has not shifted, and Sunderland are one of 5 English clubs named in the running. The party that has to move next is not Sunderland at all. It is Casado, choosing which of them he wants.